Hello, this is Sapphire Yasmin with the review of American Horror Story Coven, episode 12, titled Go to Hell. Now, in this episode, we have Fiona showing Queenie a silent movie about the Seven Wonders, seven acts of magic, which must demonstrate to be labeled as the Supreme, which leads her to schedule Queenie's performance of the Seven Wonders. Queenie tells her that she is on her way on her to is on to her, as she considers Fiona's action as another desperate attempt to kill the Supreme. Furious, Fiona denies any kind of evil plan as she wants to enjoy her last weeks of life peacefully. Because if she tries to kill the Supreme now, I mean, it would kind of be pointless because the way the cancer is, and the Supreme have natural health. So if she were to kill the Supreme now, she probably is not gonna, it probably really won't help her none. Just give us a few more extra years. But then again, she's gonna still have to kill another girl who's going to be called considered the next supreme, and then another one, and another one. Then it's just kind of going to be pointless. So Queenie needs an explanation for Lavu's absent in the house, so she performs the Sinium successfully and finds herself in Chubby's Chicken Shack to customers. She does not realize what's happening until Papa Legba explains to her that she has the power to go to hell and back. Time of her life was while working in Chubby's, and that is why it is her version of hell. After successfully managing to come back from hell, she convinces Papa Legba to take away LeBeau, and as a result, Lalauríe's immortality. So, hell is whatever is. So, absolutely, for Queenie, her hell is working at that freaking chicken shop. And they had a dude in there. He wanted some chicken, and his hell is not ever is to see this chicken in front of him and to smell it, so but he's never gonna be able to eat it. So he has to be hungry for all eternity, which sucks. It makes me wonder what kind of personal hell everybody would have. Cause I remember that was a class project and we had to do for English class when I was in 11th grade, and we was reading Dante's Inferno. We had to come up with our own personal hell. My personal hell would be reliving 4 years of high school over and over again. That to me was a personal hell because I hated fucking high school. It was just redundant. I mean, you're supposed to go there for learning, but you have kids worry more about what clothes they got on their back or who's dating who than you know their education. It's just, oh my god, I hated that. So meanwhile, Madame Lalaurie is working as a tour guide in her own house, lying about her history after attacking the previous guide. So she making it like she didn't actually sit up here and torture these poor slaves and even her own children, trying to make herself sound like she's so freaking rosy. I'm like, really? Really? Okay. Queenie arrives in office to help her, but she refuses, so Queenie kills her. In hell, she is thrown in a cage next to her daughter. Papa Legba orders the deceased Lavu to torture Borquita for eternity while Lalaurie watches. Now, this is Lalaurie's hell. Given the fact that she has said that and tortured, her slaves, and majority of them was children. She even killed the little baby. So her hell is watching somebody torture her kids the way she tortured other people's loved ones. And Maria LeBeau's hell, sadly, is to torture people who never did her any harm. She wasn't like Lalauríe's purpose when she was dealing with Lalaurie was getting payback at Lalaurie, not her kids, because it was the Lalaurie the one that was up there torturing these poor slaves. And she even touched her own daughter. Remember that scene? I think it was, I can't remember which episode. It was early in the season, and she had the slave put her own daughter in the cage and the daughter's leg was still sticking out. She said, "Break your legs if you have to." And she was telling another daughter that I'm gonna fill your mouth with shit. Like, so she was even torturous to her own damn kids. She was torturous to the slave and her own damn kids. So the kids, in their aspect, it's impossible for them to find good, decent white men if their mama is showing them a freaking house of horrors for every Halloween or whatnot, and everybody's starting to know her reputation. No white man is gonna want to marry her to that type of family. So that was hard for those white women during that time frame, because getting married was a big a deal for a woman. You had to get married because you couldn't own anything by yourself. You had to get married. So mama was just messing up everybody's life. And she planned on killing the man she was currently married to. So, Laura. And Marie LeBeau, even though yes, she did good things for her people, but the black people, with the voodoo and everything. But at the end of the day, the price she had to pay to have this power was she had to give Papa Legba babies in order to keep this power. So she was helping people out, yet she was also taking innocent life, which was the children she took from the hospitals. So that's why she is in hell as well. Back at the academy, Fiona poses for her portrait to be painted. Later, Cordelia walks in her room and finds her looking through old jewelry. Fiona puts her mother's necklace around Cordelia's neck. When Fiona touches her, Cordelia experiences a futuristic vision about the Coven, in which everyone, including herself, has been killed by Fiona as she maintains her position as supreme. Cordelia visits the Axeman and explains to him that Fiona is selfish and does not love anybody but herself, using Fiona's soul passport as proof. Later, Cordelia and Queenie find the entombed Misty Day. Queenie uses her power of resurgence to bring Misty back to life. At the academy, Zoe and Kyle come back from Florida, with Zoe claiming she is the next Supreme because of the power of resurgence she discovers during her vacation with Kyle. Misty, Cordelia, and Queenie enter, and Misty violently attacks Madison. The X-Men covered in blood comes downstairs with the axe, screaming that the witches of the house need to pay for what they did. All of them then use their powers to throw the X-Men bodies backwards. Myrtle points to the blood, and Cordelia makes a claim that it's her mother's. Cordelia uses her sight to see the X-Men waiting for Fiona to arrive at the motel. After she arrives, she attempts to be warm, but the X-Men is now suspicious of her, informing her of Cordelia's visit. Discovers Fiona's boarding pass, confirming his own suspicions. He confronts Fiona, and who praises him as a lover, but rebuffs him as she claims she does not know anything about love. After informing him of her plan to kill her successor and retain her youth and reign, Fiona pours herself a drink, only to be killed by the Axeman. Back at the academy, the witches decide he needs to be executed for his crimes against the Coven. Kyle volunteers, but the girls do not allow it and use their abilities to recreate his initial death at the hands of the Academy decades before. The Coven hangs Fiona's portrait and questions the future as Cordelia informs the girls that they will all be undertaking a test of the Seven Wonders this coming Sunday at dawn. So within this episode, the X-Men is killed. The girls now have to go under all the girls have to go under the Seven Wonders because Fiona's supposed to announce who was the next Supreme, but since she is dead, she can't do it. So all the girls have to go under the test of the Seven Wonders, which is 7 aspects of magic they have to perform to do, and it's just crazy. And then we also have Maria Laveau and LaLaurie both in hell, which sucks. But that ends their storyline. And Papa Legba is just creepy all freaking day. So overall, this episode was pretty good compared. Pretty good episode. And after this review, I will be doing the last episode of the review, and I will do a brief summary of what I thought of the season, the entire season so far. Well, not so far. Well, the entire season whole. So comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you guys in October for season 4 of American Horror Story. I'm not sure what the theme is gonna be, but it said they gave us a clue in episode 10. So I might go back and see if I can figure out the clue. So just again, comment, rate, subscribe. I will see you guys next time, and don't forget to check out Geeked Out Nation, written for fans by the fans. So see you guys next time.